everyone. Okay, we start on the line. First, let me just say thank you to all of our nurses and our colleagues and team members who have helped us to celebrate Nurses Week. It really is an honor to work with each and every day. We have great outcomes, we have a great team. And the team thought that this would be a nice way, a reverent way to kind of end our celebration for Nurses Week. And so it is my privilege to introduce to you the Long Island Nurses Honor Guard.
Good afternoon. My name is Jessica Sloan, and I'm president and founder of Long Island Nurses Honor Guard. The Nurse Honor Guard recognizes and honors nurses at the end of their life journey. The Nurse Honor Guard, as it is known today, began in 2003 by the Kansas State Nurses Association. It was a service not offered anywhere else. Nurses began to see the tribute at conferences they attended, and a handful of groups started across the country. In 2011, a nurse brought the concept back to her professional practice group in Lansing, Michigan. Julia Gabi Murray saw the presentation and decided the concept needed to be spread to nurses all over the country. She began reaching out to groups through social media and has since helped organize over 215 groups across the United States, Long Island being one of them. These groups are what is known as the National Nurses Honor Guard Coalition. The Nurses Honor Guard may be asked to attend a funeral, memorial service, or graveside service of a nurse who has passed, similar to military honor guards. They can also perform living tributes to nurses who are at the end of their lives. The family may ask their presence at the casket or as honorary pallbearers. The groups may participate in a variety of other community activities. The Nurse Honor Guard dresses in traditional white uniform, complete with a cap and cape. They proceed to the front of the room carrying a lit lamp symbolizing the lamp carried by a nurse tending to a soldier back in the 1800s. The cape symbolizes the cape worn in the field for warmth, and the red lining signals they were providing medical attention to the soldiers and preventing the nurses from getting caught in the battle. The decedent is presented with a white rose, and the family keeps the lamp used in their loved one's ceremony. Each group customizes their ceremonies as they see fit. The Nurse Honor Guard is a group of resolute nurse volunteers who have a deep love and respect for the profession we chose. Our goal is to ensure that every nurse is recognized and honored at the end of their life journey. We will now begin our Mather Nurses Tribute. On behalf of the Long Island Nurses Honor Guard, we'd like to express our deepest condolences to the loved ones of Mather Hospital nurses. It is an honor and a privilege to be invited to pay tribute to them for their years of hard work and selfless contributions as nurses. They all provided exceptional care, unwavering support, and compassion to countless patients and families here at Mather Hospital. Please bow your heads and join me in the Florence Nightingale Nurses Prayer. Today our world needs healing and to be rekindled with love. Once Florence Nightingale lit her beacon of lamplight to comfort the wounded. Her light has blazed the path of service across a century to us, through her example and countless nurses and healers who have followed in her footsteps like Mather Hospital nurses. Today we celebrate the flame of the Mather Hospital nurses' legacies. Let that same light be rekindled to burn brightly in our hearts. Let us take up our own lanterns of caring, each in our own ways, to more brightly walk our paths of service to the world. To more clearly share our own noble purpose with each other. May human caring become the lantern for the 21st century. May we better learn to care for ourselves, for each other, and for all creation. Through our caring, may we be the keepers of that flame, that our spirits may burn brightly to kindle the hearts of our children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren as they too follow in these footsteps. Amen. We will now honor Mather Hospital nurses with a Nightingale tribute. Nursing is a calling, a lifestyle, a way of living. Nurses here today honor Mather Hospital nurses and their lives as nurses. They are not remembered by their years as nurses, but for the difference they made by stepping into people's lives during those years. By special moments, they were there. When a calm and quiet presence was all that was needed.
They were there.
In the excitement and miracle of birth or the mystery and loss of life.
They were there.
When a silent glance could uplift a patient, family member, or friend.
They were there.
At those times when the unexplainable needed to be explained. They were there. When the situation demanded a swift foot, a sharp mind. They were there. When a gentle touch, a firm push, or an encouraging word was needed. They were there. In choosing the best one from a family's thank you box of chocolates.
They were
They were
there.
there. To witness humanity, its beauty, in good times and in bad, without judgment, they were there. To embrace the woes of the world willingly and offer hope, they were there. And now that it is time to be at the greater one's side, they are there. Mather Hospital nurses, we honor you this day and hold this white rose to symbolize our honor and appreciation for you all being our colleagues. At this time, I'd like to invite any nurses present to stand with us as we do a final call to duty. Pat Albanos. Jack Bates. Joan Barchi. Donna Bellinger. Diana Brown. Maureen Calamano. Julie Kangro. Kathy Chagnon. Ella Chapman. Diane Chiodo. Renee Sierski. Frank Clark. Ellen Colgan. Donna Collins. George Calantuno. Diana Diamato. Anne-Marie Daly. Joan DiPiazza. Mary Edwards. Barbara Perugia. Charlene Filiberto. Denise Fiorito. Jenny Gallo. Annette Garace. Sheila Gutman. Rebecca Griffith. Sharon Lulo. Holly Halpin. Tasha Henneberry. Kelly Portkowski. Julie Herbin. Jeffrey Niffen. Dita Koss. Rebecca Coster. Alice Kukmarowski. Tammy Lawler. Sharon Levrock. Suzanne Linder. Kathy Madden. Angel Maddox. Karen Maloney. Barbara Mancebo. Angela Mondello. Steve Murillo. Shirley Murphy. Ellen Noon. Holly Nowak Halpin. Alice Oakes. Barbara O'Brien. Eunice Oracion. Judith Reardon. Chrissy Reyes. Heather Richards. Kathleen Rivera. Margaret Roberts. Barbara Romeo. Phyllis Rose. Nancy Ryan. Paul Sargent. Roberta Seaman. Marie Spanak.
One possibility is Maria Richardson and
Norma Tatum. Margaret Young. Baron Zayas. We thank you and officially release you from all of your nursing duties.
Thank you, everybody. That concludes that part of our session. We're now moving on to the blessing of the hand. So thank you so much for all of your participation this week. Each year, in honor of the ANA Nurses Month and all the work we do, we offer an interfaith blessing of the hand. This is to recognize your selflessness and dedication and to provide strength and support for the coming year. It's a refresh, a clean start, and a reminder of all the good things your hands have done and will do in the future. We reach out our hands to provide care, to do the work you do, and as part of the care for others. We are saying to others that you are important to us, you are cared for by the efforts of so many who value you and your needs. Holding your hands in front of you to observe their appearance and think of all that you do with your hands each day which contributes to the needs of our residents physically, spiritually, and emotionally. You have chosen to bless others with your hands in the work that you do. Now, we are going to bless your hands in recognition of the holiness of what you do each and every day. So I'd like to welcome Father Matthew and Chaplain Ellen up, and they will invite you up. And when they do the blessings, please do this with your palms up, and they will direct you now.
Oh, can you hear me or should I go to the microphone? Okay.
There's no microphone.
First of all, and I've done this all day. It's a personal thank you for all of you. I mean, it's only my second year here and I'm still asking many of you questions, how to put on the robe and this patient needs such and such and I can't do it. And, Mrs. Whatever, I know you went to her like probably 5 times the last half hour, but I call you in again. So I want to thank you for your patience and I'm really honored to be amongst you. Not amongst you, I'm a nurse, but be working with you. The other thing, and Father and I are both going to be reading a prayer together with you, is that I'm interfaith chaplain here, but I'm Jewish. So a lesson from Jewish wisdom is that what you do, God sees, and God repays you in kind. So as I think Linda said, it's your hands, but I see your hands, I see your energy, I see your heart, and your caring. And God also sees your hands and your heart and energy and your caring. And just as you bless the patients really with what you're doing, God in turn will bless you in all those ways, everything that you do.
So we will be doing the blessing of hands right now. Before then, we will read these prayers. There are 2 different leaflets on your chairs. So we'll read the first one on the second to the last page of this leaflet. And then afterwards, we will read this one on this little leaflet that says Nurses Week, Blessing of the Hands. And then afterwards, Ms. Ellen and I will stand behind this table. Those of us who would like to be blessed individually, who would like for their hands to be blessed individually, can come forward. We'll say short prayers for them, and then you'll be free to leave. But if after reciting these prayers, you don't want your hands to be blessed individually, you are also free to leave. Thank you so much. So if you don't mind, may we invite you to stand as we read these prayers together. So we start with the first one. Give me strength and wisdom when others need my touch. A soothing word to speak to them. Their hearts yearn for so much. Give me joy and laughter to lift a weary soul. Pour in me compassion to make the broken whole. Give me gentle healing hands for those left in my care. A blessing to those who need me. This is the nurse's prayer. Blessed are your hands that have touched new life. Blessed are your hands that have felt and soothed pain. Blessed are your hands that have offered tenderness and compassion to the lonely. Blessed are your hands that have offered strength and hope. Blessed are your hands that have offered comfort to the anxious and fearful. Blessed are your hands that have held the dying and comforted those who mourn. Blessed are your hands that have wiped away tears. Please continue to bless the hands of nurses, that they may continue to be a blessing to others. Amen.